My 15-year-old son got his girlfriend pregnant on purpose, but something is not right. I have a child who is 15, Ollie. Ollie has been friends with this girl. We'll call her Bree since he was 7 years old. Bree's family moved to a very small town 3 states away due to rental affordability. We all have talked about the rising costs of everyday life. The cost of living in the city has risen, forcing many locals out. They moved because of that and for better job opportunities 18 months ago. Since then, Ollie has been begging for us to follow. We have said no. Well, fast forward to Christmas, Bree's family come back to our city for a holiday, and the kids met up multiple times with each other. It was my understanding that they were always with the other kids, but obviously not since Bree is pregnant, and I am certain it was on purpose. He has access to condoms. He has had sex ed from me, my husband, school. He knows damn well how babies are made and how not to have one. Ollie now wants me to move to be with her and the baby, and I said no, I don't feel I need a reason, but he asked, "You're 15. We don't have any proof it's your child yet. I'm not moving us away from our lives, and you aren't going alone until you're 18. We will do a DNA test, then we will look at parenting plans," and topped it off with a "too bad, too sad, you made your bed, now you have to sleep in it." He took that back to Bree, and now all communication between me and her parents has been cut. Ollie admitted it was on purpose last night. Apparently, it was Bree's idea first, as a joke, that turned into a plan together. Bree's parents will only pass messages through my son, and I have heard this for myself. I stood outside the door and listened to them tell him, "Tell you mother, insert info below," because I know I will just go off on her about that bullshit still. They are talking shit about me with my kid. There are some past issues, such as Bree breaking up with him twice in the last 18 months because she found someone that she liked more, her new town, around August and October last year, same boy, and when it ended, she came back to Ollie. Bree is a nice girl, but her behavior is toxic and has been since a child. Her mother and stepfather are nice, but the relationship is unstable. The house is chaos. He would be leaving stability for chaos and no structure. I want a DNA test. I will not budge on that. His father is a man of few words, which is unhelpful. So far, he's backed everything I have said and only really chosen to say, "You have the intelligence of a pair." Update 2. At this point, husband and I have been blocked on all social media and numbers blocked, but the communication with Ollie has continued. I asked him to video chat Bree with me there, and then I could ask Bree to please get her parents so I can talk to them about this. Bree joined the call and hung up when she saw I too was there. Ollie called back a few times and she didn't answer. She asked via text why I wanted to talk to her, and Ollie told her that I wanted to speak to her mother, and if we didn't resolve the communication issue, then all contact would be ended. Well, Bree blocked him with a reply, and he is totally heartbroken, not eating, sitting in his room all day and night, not mad at me surprisingly, very, very sorry for him and to us, sad about it all, and I think regretful. A mutual friend of Bree and Ollie's here in our hometown showed him a few posts she has made in the last 24 hours. Things like, "It's you and me against the world, baby girl," and memes about deadbeat dads. She also announced the pregnancy, which she hadn't done yet, and the post had some single mother facts and quotes. Ollie's friends knew about the situation, and a few were under the impression he had dumped her and the baby going by the posts, but when he explained that what had happened, they all rallied for him in the comments, and now she's blocked them, and we can't see what she has posted. Update 3. Ollie's friend was able to see her Instagram through an old account. Different email? I don't use Instagram enough to know what that means, but it meant they weren't blocked when they reactivated. They found the pregnancy announcement post, and if you scrolled across it showed a digital copy of the scan Bree sent us as a 16-week scan, apparently the first scan she had at the OB, that is dated 4/4, and clearly says GA 19 plus 3 weeks, making an August due date, I believe, or very early September. This would not line up with the due date given to us, but does line up with when her parents told me she was pregnant mid-April. They told us, "We've had the pregnancy confirmed," and sent a photo of the printed pic, which the date isn't on there. I actually think it may have been cut off the top. I haven't told Ollie this yet because I want to be sure. I am very concerned about his mental health at the moment and taking that into considerate, but unless she gave the wrong period dates, and the baby measured only 16 weeks, then it's not possible for it to be our son's. Also added information. Her due date from what we know is September 22nd. She was here from December 20th to January 7th, and saw Ollie December 21st and 22nd, and January 4th and 5th. Never overnight. I asked Ollie when did this happen, and he said January 4th was the only time, which makes more sense as they were in public gathering otherwise. I have had 5 kids, and I know the dates are too close to figure it out that way. Ollie also said that the joke Bree made was to just see if it happens, the pregnancy, because then it's obviously meant to be, and he would be able to move. To me, it sounds like she had the plan a lot longer, but I may be biased here.